Good evening, professors, students, and guests. My name is Elisa McLeish, and I am here today to persuade you to vote to allow same-sex marriage in the state of Virginia. Same-sex couples in most states in this country are denied the basic right to marry as they choose. Lawmakers believe that the only marriage that is to be recognized legally is the marriage between a man and a woman. This leaves out a very large part of the population who are homosexual. Homosexuals in some states have been allowed to have civil unions, which are not the same as marriage. Civil unions do not give gay couples the same legal rights as marriages between straight couples. This is an outright injustice. This needs to change immediately. Many politicians have said that they are against gay marriage but think it should be left up to the states to decide. However, the full faith and credit clause of the Constitution says that if one state makes a law, other states must recognize it. Thus, if one state allows a gay marriage and that couple moves to another state, the other state must recognize that marriage. This, in effect, allows one state to make same-sex marriage legal in the entire country. Many politicians are calling for amendments to their state constitution or the U.S. Constitution. Many areas of the country, such as San Francisco, have performed marriage ceremonies in defiance of the law. Lost in all the legal battles and political maneuvering is the basic question: should we allow gay couples to legally marry? The answer is yes. Denying them is a violation of religious freedom. Civil and religious marriages are two separate institutions. The main reason for denying marriage to gay couples is that all major religions consider homosexuality a sin. However, the First Amendment of the Constitution clearly states that a person's religious views or lack thereof must be protected. Marriage by the state is a secular activity. The government cannot start making laws just because a religion says they should. What's next? Should we make taking the Lord's name in vain a criminal activity because Christians consider it a breakage of commandment? Marriage benefits, such as joint ownership, medical decision-making capacity, should be available to all couples. Marriage is more than just a legal status. It affects many things in society, such as tax filing status, joint ownership of property, insurance benefits, and agency law. It affects critical medical decisions. For example, if one member of a gay couple that has been together for 20 years gets critically ill, visitation may not even be allowed since the other isn't considered a spouse or immediate family member. Also, critical medical decisions must often be made when one person is incapacitated. Should a certain surgery be done or not? It is completely unfair to deny these privileges to people because a relationship doesn't fit the state's definition of one. Denying these marriages is a form of minority discrimination. America was founded on the concept that the majority should rule, but the rights of minorities should be protected. It is the main reason we have a Bill of Rights as well as anti-slavery and equal protection amendments. Denying marriage to homosexual couples is no different than denying marriage to Hispanic or black couples. It doesn't hurt society or anyone in particular. A marriage is a relationship between two people. How does it hurt society or people not involved in the marriage? It is a personal commitment that really is no one else's business. Society shouldn't be dictating what two people can or can't do when no one else is hurt in the process. If the church or a certain group disapprove, that's their right, but it isn't their right to stop it. The number of child adoptions should increase since gay couples cannot procreate. Like any heterosexual couple relationship, a same-sex marriage may fuel the desire for a family. Since gay couples cannot have kids naturally, this will likely increase the desire to adopt. Since there are so many kids around the country in need of adoption, this is a good thing. However, others believe that a child reared in a same-sex marriage don't develop ideally. Evidence at this point is inconclusive, since same-sex marriages and adoptions have yet to become widespread. It encourages people to have strong family values and give up high-risk sexual lifestyles. One of the main arguments against gay marriage is that it would further erode family values. However, the opposite is true. The problems related to sexuality in our society, such as STDs, stem from carefree, frivolous lifestyles. In other words, having frequent, unprotected sex with many partners. Marriage encourages people to settle down and give up that type of lifestyle. Married people commit themselves to one partner and work to build a life together. Isn't that the type of behavior we should want to encourage? The same financial benefits that apply to man-woman marriages should apply to same-sex marriages. A married couple shares rent, utilities, and other bills, which are often difficult for one person to take on alone. This is especially true if a dependent person is involved as a child. In addition, a married couple can often financially support each other when times get tough, such as when one of the two is out of work. The other can continue to pay the bills, and the employed person gets back on their feet. Owning a house is often impossible without another person to share the financial burden, and owning a home is not only part of the American dream, it promotes stability and community pride. This situation should be resolved in elections. Allowing same-sex couples to marry in one state would encourage other states to do the same. We need to be progressive, not regressive. Denying someone basic rights is one of the most regressive things one can do. To take action against this blatant injustice, you need to vote and write to representatives. With the passing of Proposition 8 in California, the United States seems to be headed towards a path where same-sex couples will continually be denied their rights. Thank you.